Am I the asshole for throwing my girlfriend's gay friend out because he was being inappropriate towards me? So my 24M girlfriend 23F, who we'll call Jess, and I have been living together for 7 months. She moved in after she learned working totally online. We've dated for 2 years. Jess has a very close-knit friend group that she's been with since early college. One of the guys in her group, who we'll call John. John is a gay dude and is the only guy in her friend group. John is very flamboyant, and he has a history of saying things that are very inappropriate towards me. Like he will constantly say inappropriate things to me and about me. He constantly says things to my girlfriend like, "Be quiet before I fuck your boyfriend," as a joke, and that really grosses me out and makes me feel uncomfortable. He'll make jokes about the size of my penis, and worst of all, he'll joke about if I have ever been with a guy, which legitimately makes me upset. My girlfriend thinks it's hilarious. This came to a head a few nights ago. A few of my girlfriend's friends, including John, came over for the evening, and I was out with them. They had a little bit to drink and John was being too much. I pulled Jess aside and told her that John was making me feel uncomfortable and that she needed to tell him to stop. She said that they were just having fun and that I need to lighten up, but she'll still tell him to stop. She in a joking way told him I was feeling uncomfortable, and that became the new topic of the joke. John then hinted I might be uncomfortable and defensive because I may be a little gay. This is where I drew the line. I'm not gay and I don't like it being implied that I'm gay. I was angry at him and I asked him to leave. The night was pretty much halted. Jess and her friends tried to convince me to calm down, but I was done. After he joked about me being gay, he needed to leave my house. Eventually he and all of Jess's friends left. And she went off on me. Apparently all of her friends were pissed at me too for ruining the night and accused me of being homophobic. Even my girlfriend said it came across as homophobic that I reacted so badly to him joking about me being gay. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. You are not a homophobe for kicking out someone who constantly violates your boundaries. My girlfriend thinks it's hilarious. You know what's not hilarious? Sexual harassment, which this is. You are not the asshole op, but your girlfriend and her friend John definitely are. Not the asshole. I wonder what your girlfriend would think if you and a group of your guy friends got together and they all made sexual comments towards and about her? Close friends can and do joke about things like that, but you are not their close friend, and are just a target of what are, to you, offensive and sexist comments and insults. It's even worse that your girlfriend and her friends somehow equate not wanting to be the target of sexual jokes and being called gay as homophobic. Your girlfriend is the biggest asshole of all in this. She should have done a better job understanding your discomfort, but instead, she just joined in on the abuse. Not the asshole. Sounds like maybe you should ditch the girlfriend too. She does not respect your boundaries and sides with her friends over you. This is your red flag. Not the asshole, that's sexual harassment. If a straight dude did that to her, she'd be pissed. Location flag, location flag, location flag, location flag, location flag, location flag. It's only been 2 years, cut bait. Not the asshole. Liking male assholes isn't an excuse to be a male asshole. Not the asshole. This John sounds like a horrible person, and anyone trying to defend him sexually harassing you is just as horrible. Your girlfriend included. Not the asshole. I bet your girlfriend wouldn't be laughing if one of her girlfriends offered to fuck you or asked you about your penis. Then it would be, "Oh my god, my friend is flirting with my boyfriend," followed by insecurity. Regardless, he was asked to stop and carried on. That's sexual harassment, end of discussion. People would be outraged if he behaved that way with a woman. That shouldn't change because he's doing it to a man. Not the asshole, but your girlfriend surely is. You told her you felt uncomfortable and she made a joke out of your discomfort instead of taking her friend aside and explain his jokes need to stop because he's overstepping your boundaries. I hope you and your girlfriend can calmly sit down and talk this through, because if she can't see what she and her friends did wrong, I don't see a healthy future for your relationship. Not the asshole. You were uncomfortable at being made a sexualized object by another person, one whom you said not to multiple times. Gay, straight, male, female, we all have the right to not be a sexualized thing for other people's amusement. Here's an exercise. Try swapping out gay with straight, or swap male with female with some of the characters in this scenario, and it gets really dark and inappropriate really quickly. Also, shame on your GF. Again, try switching it around for a second. Imagine if she's getting constantly sexually harassed by one of your friends. She tells you about it, and you do nothing, so she throws your friend out. She would have every right to be pissed off. Info: have you and your girlfriend had a serious conversation about this, or did it all just come out from this one incident? You say he regularly makes you uncomfortable, but that doesn't mean she notices it or knows it's a real problem if you haven't said anything before. Not the asshole. He has a history of saying things. He consistently jokes about fucking you. He talks about your penis. Your girlfriend finds the sexual harassment funny and doesn't feel like your feelings and opinions are valid. She even was pissed when you said enough was enough and asked him to leave. You're not homophobic, you're just sick and tired of the sexual harassment. Don't apologize and don't be near this man again until he does and changes his behavior. I'm a straight guy, so take this for what it's worth. Not the asshole for kicking out someone who is repeatedly violating your boundaries. Male or female, that's inappropriate. Though you need to take a look at your motivation for getting so angry, because losing your shit on him because somebody implies that you might be any amount of gay is kind of homophobic. Not the asshole. Refusing to tolerate sexual harassment is not homophobic. Being LGBT+ doesn't give a person the right to behave in a predatory manner. That sort of behavior is actually detrimental to their cause. And if your girlfriend and her friends can't understand that, you need a better girlfriend. Not the asshole. Be quiet before I fuck your boyfriend. If one of your straight male friends ever said, "Be quiet before I fuck your girlfriend," as a joke, everyone would have a hysterical fit. Why should John get a pass? Because he's gay? Or because the joke was targeted at a man? I once read the advice a girl got from her dad regarding sexist jokes: ask John to explain to you why him threatening to rape you is funny. Not the asshole. Sexual harassment is not okay for anyone. Accusing you of being homophobic because you don't want to be harassed is victim blaming. Not the asshole sounds like you need a new girlfriend. She doesn't care about your boundaries at all since she got upset about it. Gay people who joke like that annoy the hell out of me, and I would have kicked his ass out too. Not the asshole because the sexual jokes are not cool, and because John should have stopped when Jess told him you were uncomfortable. But I think you're being irrationally oversensitive about the insinuation that you might be gay. As a gay man, I can tell you that you are not the asshole. Some gay men do not know their boundaries and borderline on sexual harassment a lot, and then want to complain about the way straight men treat women when they do the same thing to men all the time. Gay culture can be toxic sometimes, and rape, sexual harassment, inappropriateness is the norm in some circles of gays, and it's disgusting. Hard not the asshole. NTA. If someone, anyone, is making sexual jokes, comments to you and about you that make you uncomfortable, then you have the right to tell them to stop. If they don't respect that request, then telling them to leave is completely appropriate. Your girlfriend is an aw for thinking this was funny when it upset you. If you have told John to stop before and he has continued, then he is an aw as well. If you have never told him to stop before, then he is still an aw, but less of one than if you had. I don't think you are necessarily homophobic because of this, but I do wonder why the suggestion of you being gay would set you off so badly if you know it isn't true. All in all, NTA. Not the asshole. How would your girlfriend feel if one of you friends constantly did that to her? Sexual harassment is still sexual harassment if both parties are of the same gender. Is it time again for the classic "Am I the asshole for not liking a gay guy, but don't worry, it's not because he's gay" post? Not the asshole. Lesbian here. You're not being homophobic. This situation is bad regardless of sexuality and gender. If he was a straight girl doing this to you, it would be bad. If he was a straight guy doing this to a lesbian, it would be bad. If he was a lesbian doing this to a straight girl, it would be bad. If he was a straight girl doing this to a gay guy, it would be bad. Ask your girlfriend if she would react the same way in any of those situations. Being gay isn't a free pass to sexually harass people. Not the asshole. John is an idiot who thinks being gay gives him a free pass to be a jackass. It's not homophobic. Not the asshole, he is sexually harassing you and I'm disappointed in your girlfriend for acting like men can't be sexually harassed. Not the asshole, unwanted sexual comments or attention is harassment no matter the gender or preferences of the person making the comments. You were made to feel uncomfortable by John's comments and he was told to stop. He did not. You were completely justified in kicking him out. You need to sit down and have a talk with your girlfriend. Ask her if a straight guy friend was making comments about a size of a friend's boobs or her vagina, would it be funny? If you repeatedly told John the reason he loves hanging out with all girls is because he's secretly straight, would he be okay with it? Just because you're gay doesn't mean you're not being an aw. Not the asshole. In every other constellation we would call it what it was, sexual abusive behavior. Not the asshole, ask the girls how they'd feel if you talked about how big their tits are, how they've probably got a gaping vagina, how you're going to fuck them, ask them how many guys they've slept with, if they've ever slept with a guy like you, pick any feature, height, race, build, etc., and when they say stop doing that it's, wow Becky it's just a joke, no reason to get mad unless you really want to bang him, what's cute or funny when a gay guy does it is called hardcore sexual harassment when anyone else does it. Not the asshole, cringe AF, dude got too comfortable real quick. Not the asshole, it doesn't sound like your problem has anything to do with homosexuality, it's being called something that you're not. Like if you were vegan and he was insisting that you eat and like meat or vice versa with a meat eater and vegan or vegetarian. It's nothing against homosexuality, it's just that you don't to be called something you're not repeatedly. Also him saying that after something was said to him was him deliberately trying to push your buttons. Edit. Typo. Not the asshole, this is sexual harassment. Swap the genders and ask her if it's still fun. Not the asshole. He was harassing you. If a person you makes comments about your sexuality and body which are unwelcome and persistent, it is harassment. It's even worse that your partner plays it off as fun. If a person she was not close to were to do the equivalent to her, would she be okay with it? So by her own logic, your girlfriend would find it hilarious if one of you guy friends constantly made jokes about having sex with her, and talked about the size of her tits, not the asshole at all. Sexual harassment is no joke, and no one should get a free pass. Some of these comments are just not it. I don't think it matters why OP got angry about the implication. Whether it's internalized homophobia or preference or something else literally does not matter here. OP has been sexually harassed for a while now and maybe that was the tipping point. Everyone has one and that's his limit. He put up with a lot until that point that he never should have had to deal with it at all. He's not gay, he doesn't want to be called gay, and he doesn't want it implied. Some people just don't like that and that's totally cool, especially given the circumstances. It needs to be respected no matter the person or the sexuality. So, 100% not the asshole here and I'm sorry this has happened to you. Sat here in the UK reading past all the homophobe stuff and thinking, who the fuck is having friends round for drinks and advertising it, tears of joy. Not the asshole. As a bi and flamboyant feminine male myself, I can say it's easy to know who to joke about gay stuff with and not. What he did sounds more like harassment than joking. Also, dick move of your girlfriend to call you out in front of her friends like that. Not the asshole, I'm not gonna lie, at first glance I was gonna say something dumb about internalized homophobia, but then I just thought that if the roles were reversed and someone was constantly assuming that a gay person is straight, if they've been with the opposite sex, jokes about assault or telling them they must be a little straight, it would come off as very homophobic. So I'm inclined to call this heterophobic. Yes, I do believe that's a thing. Not the asshole. How do you think everybody would react if you would constantly joke about him secretly being straight, not seriously being gay or maybe being a little straight? Everybody would tell you to stop. Your girlfriend should have your back here. She in a joking way told him I was feeling uncomfortable and that became the new topic of the joke. At this point I would see complete red and not only kick this dude out of my house, but also the other people and my girlfriend. Why are they even there if they just make fun of me? Might get downvoted but not the asshole because he kept making inappropriate comments. You told your girlfriend and she was being insensitive. She clearly doesn't care because she enables his behavior. She didn't defend you honestly. I would reconsider this relationship because she is not sensitive toward you. Not the asshole. As a straight man with many gay friends, I can say that even they find that behavior disgusting. We have a mutual friend who regularly makes comments like your GF's friend, and when he does we usually hear complaints from our other gay friends. It is rude, and gross behavior. Would it be okay if you had a lesbian friend making similar comments to your GF? I think not. Sexuality is not the issue here, creepy behavior that crosses boundaries is. Not the asshole. First question, why is your girlfriend okay with you being sexually harassed and does nothing, joke about it when you spoke in private to her about what her friend is doing to you? Second question, do you still want her to be your girlfriend? Not the asshole. This is sexual harassment and they all need to know that it's not okay. If this were a workplace, John and everybody else participating should be written up for it, including your girlfriend. Sexual harassment, behavior characterized by the making of unwelcome and inappropriate sexual remarks or physical advances in a workplace or other professional or social situation. It's not homophobic, it's natural response to harassment. You've done nothing wrong, everybody else has. It'd be no different than if your girlfriend's friend was a girl and was joking that you wanted to cheat with her and everyone was laughing about it. LMAO. Imagine you did thins to one of her female friends. Hell would break loose. So not the asshole. You were uncomfortable with the situation, rightfully so, I would have been too, had I been in your position. You communicated it. Your girlfriend ignored it and that makes her taw. Her friend was sexually harassing you and they treated it like a joke. Do not back down. Explain to her again and if she can't understand, then that's not your fault. She should have listened to you. Not the asshole. Sexual harassment isn't cool no matter who's doing it. You have every right to be pissed that this keeps happening despite trying to set boundaries. I don't care as someone is gay, straight, bi, pan, whatever. If you have boundaries and they're constantly being violated, you have every right to enforce them. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Ask your girlfriend would she be comfortable if you made the same jokes as John but to her other girlfriends? Not the asshole. The jokes the friend make wouldn't be appropriate if you were a woman, or if he was a woman and you a man. Just because you are both males doesn't make this okay. Sexual harassment can be verbal. Your girlfriend should address him as he is her friend. He is being disrespectful to you, to her, your relationship with GF, their friendship and himself. Not the asshole. You are not homophobic but your girlfriend is a huge asshole for not having your back but to value her friendships more than your relationship. She should have told everyone to stop immediately but she doesn't respect your feelings for just an ounce. Repeating what others said, it is a joke when all participants are laughing. If not, they are bullying. So sweet and short, your girlfriend and her group of friends are bullies.